What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Jonah. Here's another quick video. I'm going to share with you how I trade supply and demand on a 5-minute time frame, and I'm gonna give you a clear example of a winning setup that I took on AUDUSD as a breakdown. I'm going to show you from last Tuesday. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. All right, so I already have it on replay mode right here, and it's supply and demand is very simple. Some people trade it on a daily, some people trade on a 4 hour, 1 hour, 15 minute, 30 minute, you name it. I personally like to trade it on a 5-minute time frame, and here's the reason why. Because a 5-minute time frame gives you way more setups and probability setups than a 15-minute time frame, 1 hour time frame. And the reason for that being, you might be on a higher time frame waiting for so long for a demand or a supply zone to be hit, and it be invalidated and may have to wait maybe like 2 or 3 more days. On a 5-minute time frame, you see a lot more setups happening, and you probably see it happen almost every day. And a lot of these setups are probable, okay? And they give you a good risk to reward ratio as well. So let me go ahead and share what I do. Usually I look for the trend. Now, obviously, we can see this is a downtrend, right? So if this is a downtrend, right, and we can see consistent lows, being broken, correct? Then what I tend to do is I look for a supply zone, which my next supply zone would be right here, right? But because I trade New York session and the market did something different, you can see right here that the market broke to the upside. All right. So because it broke this level of high right here, I have to go with what I see. All right. I'm not just technically just waiting for it to retest right here. If there's also a demand zone right here at play. Okay. So for me, this is saying this could be a switch to a buy. So I'm going to take it as it is. All right. So we have a break of structure to the high. All right. And since we have a break of structure to the high, now we are waiting for the market to retest to the zone, and we can get in at the rejection of the candle, or we can wait for a candle to close and then for the next candle to break that candle's high for entry. All right. So the market rejects right here. Now, even though it didn't, with spreads, it would have touched it, but even though it didn't, like, it missed about like a pip, I'm still considering that as a retest. All right. So a lot of times I'll either get in right here as my long position, right? And I'll put my stop loss like maybe like right down here, which is 7 pips. But because I was very conservative on this trade, especially not knowing if it's still a downtrend, even though it broke this high, I just wanted it to close. And then what I wanted to do is the next candlestick to break this high. Okay. So of course it broke this level of high. I got in literally right here, put my stop loss right here. It was about 8 pips, and I rolled it up for a 1-to-1. Okay, so that's it right there. And obviously, of course, you can see it, coming back down after hitting that supply zone. But like I said, my 1-to-1 was hit. This happens consistently almost every day, guys. I cannot stress this enough. Now, that does not mean the trade is always going to be a winning trade. Okay, the trade may not be a winning trade. All right, but most of the time, about 70% of the time, based off the way I trade. And I used to hate the 5-minute time frame, guys. I thought it was so much noise. And to be honest, the way that I was taught by a guy named Dual Exchange, he really showed me the ropes on how to really trade supply and demand. So I hope this video was helpful. Very simple. Please do a back test on this strategy on a 5-minute time frame. If you like to do a 15-minute time frame, 1 hour time frame, 4 hour time frame, hey, that's not a big deal. But just know on a 5-minute time frame, you will see more setups. I hope this video was helpful, and you guys have a wonderful evening. Peace.